네, 여러분 안녕하세요. Hello, welcome to Korean with Sean. Of course, my name is Sean. Today we are going to take a look at how to make sentences in Korean. I know many of you struggle with this, but don't worry, we'll be able to make a sentence in Korean by yourself after watching this video. Are you guys ready? Then let's get started. The first point I'd like to tell you is Korean sentences have a different structure. In English, you can make a sentence with subject, verb, and object in this order. For example, I like chicken. I like chicken. On the other hand, in Korean, we say I chicken like, which is subject, object, and verb at the end. So it would be 저는 치킨을 좋아해요. 저는 치킨을 좋아해요. 저는 I, subject, 치킨을, chicken, object, and 좋아해요, like, verb. Got it? So first point you need to know is Korean is subject, object, and verb at the last. And the second point is particles, which are 있는 이가 and 을을 indicate a noun as a subject or an object. Do you guys still remember in the first point I told you there is a specific order in Korean? However, if you put particles to the noun, it will be changed to subject or object according to what you put, no matter in what order they are. For example, 저는 치킨을 좋아해요. Subject, object, verb. Still remember this order, right? But 는 and 을 in the sentence are the particles, and they still make the nouns subject or object even if you change the order. So, 저는 치킨을 좋아해요. 치킨을 저는 좋아해요. 좋아해요. 치킨을 저는 좋아해요. 치킨을. They have the same meaning no matter in what order. This is possible because the particles fix the nouns as a subject or an object. So what I'm telling you is the particles are more important than the order that they are in. But as I've mentioned in the first point, subject, object, verb is the best and most commonly used order. Please keep that in mind as well. The third point is 있는 이가 set a noun as a subject. 을을 set a noun as an object. If the last letter of a noun ends with the bottom consonant, which we call 받침, then you use 은, 이 for subject and 을 for object. If it ends with a vowel without the bottom consonant 받침, then you use 는, 가 for subject, 를 for object. So 저는, 는 just made 저 as a subject. 치킨, 을 just made chicken as an object. And then verb at the end. Done. Also, the reason why I used 는 and not 은 for a subject is because there is no bottom consonant 받침 in 저. And I used 을, not 를, because there is a bottom consonant 니은 in kin. 저는 I subject, 치킨을 chicken object, and 좋아요 like verb. Got it? If it is still confusing to you, no worries. We are going to take a look at some examples together. If you want to use 선생님 as a subject, what particles can we use? We can use 있는 이가, but there is a 미음 받침 in 님. So we can use only 은 and 이. Therefore, 선생님은 선생님이, 선생님이. Let's move on to the next one. What particle can you use for 학생 as an object? There's also 이응 받침 in 생. So it would be 을, not 를. Got it? And then add a verb 가르쳐요 at the end. To sum up, 선생님이 or 선생님은 학생을 가르쳐요. 선생님이 or 선생님은 학생을 가르쳐요. Great, you just made a sentence in Korean. Let's try one more. First, what particle can we use for 저 as a subject? We can use 는 and 가 because it's for subject and without a bottom consonant. So let's use 는 this time. And then, what particle would be suitable for Hyun Kim as an object? Kim has 미음 bottom consonant. So we should use, yes, right, we should use 을. And the last, we can just add a verb, 좋아해요. So it comes to 저는 현킴을 좋아해요. 저는 현킴을 좋아해요. Which means I like 현킴. Do you? Thank you. Alright, we went through 3 points to make a sentence in Korean. Do you remember all of the 3 points? Let's go over them together. Point 1. Korean has subject, object, and verb order. Point 2. Korean has 은는이가 and 을을 to indicate subjects and objects. Point 3. 은는이가 is for subject, 을을 is for object. And you use 은, 이, 을 with a bottom consonant called 받침 and 는, 가, 를 without 받침. How's that? Pretty easy, eh? Alright, that's for today. Thanks for visiting Korean with Sean and for watching my video. I'm going to upload very useful videos for Korean learners, so please make sure to subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up. Also, please share this video with your friends who are also learning Korean. Alright, I will see you in the next video. 그럼 다음 영상에서 만나요. 안녕.